Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and welcome to the Nuke Card Report. When was the last time we talked about Blue Eyes, huh? It's been a few months, and of course Konami is giving the deck its own structure deck once again, and now we've got the first 4 cards revealed from that new structure deck for support of the boy in blue. And by the boy in blue, I of course mean exclusively the dragon that is white, but has blue eyes. And is blue in like all the art. Shut up. You don't get it, okay? Either way, it's blue eyes, dude. Okay? Talking blue eyes, let's just get to it. Olympic athletes are all over this guy, let alone the Yu-Gi-Oh community. So let's start with objectively the coolest one, Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate Dragon. This is a level 12 light dragon synchro monster with 3,500 attack and 4,000 defense, which is a nice mirror to the Azure Eyes dragon we got back in 2013. This will need any 2 or more tuners and 1 or more non-tuner Blue Eyes monster to synchro summon, and while on the field, your opponent cannot banish cards from your graveyard, because Blue Eyes is going to need to be stopping Bestials outright if it wants to be made playable. It's also got 2 hard once per turn effects, the first being a quick effect when a card or effect is activated on the field to negate the activation, and if you do, this card will gain 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. And if it's destroyed, you can special summon any light dragon from your grave except another copy of itself. Needing 2 tuners and being level 12 kind of sucks for Blue Eyes, right, in terms of like hard summoning it. Because assuming you are hard summoning it, I guess you're using one of your level 1 tuners the deck has and like a level 3 hand trap such as Ash Blossom, and then one of your dragons, or you'd have to tack in 2 level 2 tuners, or use 4 level 1 tuners and then go so hard into the negative that you end up in oblivion. I suppose you're meant to just tag into it with the regular Spirit Dragon since it can't do that, and it will get you the float effect at the end because it'll blow itself up. But in a world with Bestials, I think I'd rather have it be on my field for like more of the duel than just 1 turn, but what do I know, okay? Beyond that, this is an Omni Negate on the field, which is pretty strong, and it's mostly locked into Blue Eyes, so I can respect that, so I can appreciate the not just making a fully generic Barone and throwing it in Blue Eyes and calling that okay. So thumbs up for that one. And of course, you can just summon out 2 copies of the original Spirit so that one can tag into this and the other can tag into Azure so it won't be destroyed. And the other, oh, crazy. Could it be easier to summon? Sure, it's not super difficult, but it could be easier. And the effect is as close to reasonable as an Omni Negate can get, so that's good. And really, it could not look cooler, because this thing does look dope as shit. So enjoy it, Blue Eyes players. It's pretty damn good. And of course, Red Eyes players can only fucking dream. There's also a new level 1 tuner just to shake it up a little bit for the deck. He said sarcastically, Maiden of White. It's got no attack or defense, and it's of course a spellcaster with a hard once per turn on all 3 of its effects. It can be sent from your hand or field to the grave to place a copy of True Light from your hand, deck, or graveyard into your spell and trap zone, and if it's in the grave when you summon the original Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can summon this from the grave for free. And because it's simply not enough, it's also a twist on the original Maiden with the Eyes of Blue, because if it's targeted by a card or effect or for an attack, you can special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a level 1 light tuner from your graveyard. So True Light is like actually searchable now, right? Like I know before we could search it with Bingo Machine, but in order to guarantee it, you had to reveal 3 of it because it's got that pantheism random ad type shenanigans going on. So that is nice. Blue Eyes is Eternal Soul that makes it untargetable at the cost of Regecking your own board if it goes away is a reasonable card. And of course it puts itself in the grave to be able to, you know, place True Soul on your field and revive itself when you summon in a Blue Eye. So it's just like, it's enabling its own effect. It's like it's designed to work in a way. It's incredible, I know. You just have to not be playing against Bestials, of course, because if they try to force Blue Eyes to be meta like they did in 2016, Bestials are very much an answer to this deck that it didn't have to deal with 8 years ago. Still, it feels pretty damn solid to me. It's nothing phenomenal, but it's at least support you want to play, which is not always a guaranteed case when it comes to fucking Blue Eye support, is it? Prayers with the Eyes of Blue is another sick looking card, because credit where it's due. Blue Eyes art, Not bad at all. And it's a normal spell that'll let you discard a card to add one level 1 light tuner, as well as a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon specifically from your deck to your hand, except of course for a copy of itself. Now that is classic Blue Eyes card design because it discards to search and it just eats an Ash Blossom and you hate your life. And of course you can banish it from the graveyard to target an original copy of Blue Eyes that you control, and then equip it with a Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck as an equip that gives it 400 attack. Hey, real quick, what the fuck is that grave effect? Like, what ancient unplayable trash have I forgotten about that they're shoehorning into this? The Redditors of the internet are saying that it's either for Blue Eyes Tyrant or an easy way to get Ultimate Dragon into the grave by just equipping it onto something and then getting rid of it so that it's in the graveyard, and then you can have access to summon out Magia. But Magia is, fun fact, unaffordable for the majority of people playing this deck. So is that really something to consider for the for the peasants among us, myself included? I don't know. As for the search, it's really damn good, although yucky with Ash Blossom. It gets you a new Maiden, which can get you a copy of True Light on top of a new spell or trap to do whatever it is you'd like with, so long as it, mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's consistent, and if you're wondering what spell or trap you might want to add alongside your Maiden to get you your True Light, well, there's always this other card they've revealed from the structure deck that we'll look at right now. Saga of the Blue-Eyed Dragon is another normal spell, with a hard once per turn on both of its effects, as is standard. The first effect lets you summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck, grave, or banishment in defense position, but if you don't control a copy of the original Blue Eyes White Dragon, then that is the only monster you'll be allowed to summon when using this. Regardless of what it is you summon, you will be locked to only summoning dragon-type monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, and Blue Eyes Unexpected Dai is probably not really unexpected, since how many more effects can we give to new support that the deck doesn't already have? Its other effect is to know Shock 1 in the graveyard, able to banish itself to fusion summon using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a Blue Eyes monster. So there you go. It summons the original Blue Eyes, which if you did the combo, you pitch Maiden, set True Light to search this out, and then activate this, summon Blue Eyes, and Maiden summons itself. You got Spirit Dragon and 3 summons. And if you tag into the Ultimate Spirit Dragon on your 4th summon, you still can die to Nibiru, since that card does not stop card effects in the hand. Blue Eyes. All in all actuality, even that dumb little nib joke aside, this is really solid support. I guess the Dragon Lock kinda sucks, but not really. Blue Eyes can still abuse all the Galaxy stuff for the most part. You'll be missing out on Photon Lord, which is a shame if you use this too early in your combo, but Titanic Galaxy, Cypher lines are still doable. The rank 8 toolbox that they could just appropriate from Galaxy is fine. Not to mention Blue Eyes' Synchro and Fusion monsters. And as always, a fusion effect that can banish from the grave, or a fusion effect you banish from the grave to activate, is great because you get a good card with a good effect, and then on top of it, if you're going for a fusion line, you can just do it on top of that instead of trying to force a fusion spell to be more playable. That's nice. It isn't on par with support from 2016, and that it hasn't been made to shut down the current meta and is, shoehorned to shit, but it is really, really good for Blue Eyes. Just so long as you put Magia in the just so long as you pull Magia, the skill pull from that Battles of Legend, because yikes, I don't even want to know what the cost of that. I don't look at it. Did it go up from this support? Who fucking knows? How much can it go up? It was like $400 to $600 the last time I looked. But not being the best deck does not mean it is a bad deck, and unless your name is Ricky Bobby, you probably don't disagree with that. As is, this is solid support for the deck, and it at least helps it be a little bit more consistent on its way to discard a card for a spell effect that gets immediately folded by Ash Blossom. Branded players know that feeling all too well. There will be new cards for Blue Eyes, both from the structure deck and inevitably in due time, so a pseudo Omni Negate and easier ways to get to it will help the deck and be improved with time. It's inevitably going to happen because it's Konami. It's awesome to see. I respect it. I gets it. I've seen some cool lines because you can make the Crimson Dragon, which gives Blue Eyes access to Calamity Locks, which sucks, so please can we ban that piece of shit. But other than that, I dig it. And they're cool dragons, so they look cool. So thumbs up, Konami, you did it. You didn't make it unplayable trash. Now, if you could try the same for Red Eyes, and get, let's aim for their 9th support to be playable, huh? Keep it up. One day. I have faith. I don't. And so that's all I've got for you, just covering the new cards in this video. The report of the update will be out on Friday as usual. Thanks to LIFD for the ongoing support of my channel. The best way to support me financially and the true duelist way is to put those 3 blue eyes on display. You know what I'm saying? You can buy a 3-pack, you can buy a 1-pack, you can put it on the wall, you can put it on your desk, you can put it on your ceiling, you can put it on the floor. You shouldn't do that though. Why would you want to step on your cards? That's weird. What you should want to do is use promo code YGOSTRATS15 to get 50% off, whether you type it in the discount code on the website or click the link in the description to have it automatically apply. Either way, my name's Beg B. That's it. Please hit subscribe, please hit like, impress your smoking Italian wife, become a true duelist, and that's it. I don't have another blue eyes joke. I'm simply done with this video. See you next time.